Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and we're going to settle something first and for all. I was emailed and private messaged, and people left it under the comments and everything about me mispronouncing this collection from Hello Susan. And I pronounced it Tool. I just looked at the word. You know, I'm not perfect. I never will be. Don't even claim to be. I make mistakes all the time. But this is called toile. It is a French word, and you know how I am on any kind of foreign words. I do good to speak English, and I probably don't do a very good job at that. But this is called Toile Christmas, and this is from Hello Susan. Now, I don't want to know how many of you corrected me on that. Half of the comments I read, the other half I just skipped through and hearted because I got tired of hearing, you mispronounced that, you mispronounced that. But anyway, that's not a big deal. I mean, don't even put under the comments on this. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you. I don't let that stuff get to me. That is not something that I worry about. What is our motto? Not going to worry about it. I don't worry about little things like that. But Susan, I do want to apologize to you for mispronouncing this collection because it's absolutely beautiful. Now, what I want to know from you guys is how many of you went over and purchased it? How many of you went over and purchased this collection? That's what I want to know. All right. Okay, we got that out of the way. So that is done because we are going to be making another Christmas journal using that collection. Now, before I get started on the video today, and this is going to be a tutorial, and it's going to be doing Melina's quad pockets in her challenge, I want to say thank you to a few people who are supporting our channel through Buy Me a Coffee. If you want to know what that is, you can click on the link below and go over and read about it. You know, you don't have to give anything, just go over and read about it and find out what it is. Betty, Lydia, Pure Water 72001, Graceful, Elaine, Rita, Dawn, Carol, Rebecca, Sandra, Timothy, McNee, Ratliff, their sale or here sale, Lulu Rowe, TMTRSUL, Charlotte, Pam, Linda, R2 Rugs, Vicky, Cara Liza, Carmen, Poppy Scratch, Dennis's Crafty Creations, Elaine, Joyce, and Cheryl. I know that was a bunch, but I want to try to get caught up on all of these because I'm a little bit behind on giving thank yous, and I really, really appreciate this more than you know. I try to keep new digitals up over there all the time. So, and I've got another one I need to put up just today, so I'll probably put a brand new one up this afternoon, and you are welcome to download those for free. They don't cost you anything. So if you want to go over and check it out and see what the digitals are for our Buy Me a Coffee members, you're welcome to do that. Now, let's get on to the tutorial, and I've got some notes here on this one because Melina actually gave us some measurements, and I'm not used to measurements, so I'm pulling all these little things out because I actually found those in my drawer that I didn't know I had. So now I've got some different scrapbook paper. She did hers with some cardstock. You can use cardstock, scrapbook paper. You can use digitals, whatever you want, but I've got some scrapbook paper that has been in my stash for a couple of years now, and I wanted to get some of that used up. And then I also pulled out the Blue Fern Yuletide. I thought that would make a beautiful one right there. I just think that it will because the front and the back is so pretty. So I'm going to lay those to a side. I think I'll start. Now, I'm still working on Christmas journals, so I'm going to work on Christmas. But if you're not working on Christmas journals, you can do this with any type paper that you have. This is single-sided. I think it will still make a pretty one, but we'll see about that in just a minute. Let's start with this one. And I want to grab my trimmer, and I'm going to cut off this top part right here. And I may have to pause out to go and grab package or two. If I hear anybody come up out there, I may have to stop and go do that, but we will keep on plugging. I'll just cut that part out. Now, she cut hers at 4 inches wide. This is 12 And then I'm going to cut it at 4. This is a rotary trimmer from Fiskars. I have a lot of people who ask that question when I use this. Now, doing them this way, you can get 3 out of 1 sheet of 12 by 12 paper. So if you're doing something for a craft sale or something like that, this would be good to do. And you don't have to use them to go in your journals or use them for pockets. You can put little pieces of ephemera in there, or you could put a little, you could even give it at Christmas and put little gift cards in it. Melina said all of that in her video, so I thought that was great ideas. Let me get my scoring thing here. Now I'm going to look at my notes. She said score at 4, so we're going to score, let's see, that's going to be the top. Yeah, we're going to score at 4 and at 7 and then at 10. So 4, 7, and 10. Now, I have no idea how this is going to work with this type paper. With, you know, printed paper, we may end up having to turn things around, but we're gonna see. I think she said with the 4-inch, fold up the 4-inch mark. So let me find my bone folder, and then you fold down the 7. Oh yeah, that's going to show a little bit there. Okay. And then you fold back up this one. Okay. I can see now that it's going to have, this one's going to be upside down by using this type paper, but I think that will be okay because we can put an embellishment over that. But if you wanted this to be all the same, you know, the same collection and the same print and everything, you could cut this off right here and just turn it over and then glue it back on. But I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to put some embellishments here. I've got my little Santa. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Okay. So doing it with cardstock would probably be better as far as not losing any of your images on your scrapbook paper, but we're not going to worry about that part. This is some paper that I've had for a while in my stash, so we're just going to use it. Use it. All right, she said to glue on either side of this first one. So we're going to glue right there. Let me grab my towel because I'm going to get gluey. And you really need to press this down. This is a tougher paper, so press it down really firm to make sure that you get that edge glued up there. And then on this one, you're going to glue here. I do believe this is what she said. I wrote down my measurements, but I didn't write down everything. And believe it or not, I did watch her video twice. So, okay. Now, if you're using art glitter glue, you don't really have to hold anything to wait for it to dry. All you need to do is just press into your piece real hard with your bone folder where you put that glue, and it's glued. Okay, yeah, that's what she was saying. So you could put a gift card in here or slide a little money in there. You could have this open up for different things. So this would be great for Christmas cards or to put on your packages at Christmas. Slide a little gift card in there, or maybe a little bit of money in there, and then have a little place here that says to or from. To put in your journals, you could leave this open and put paper here and then have that flip open so that you could do your journaling on there. Oh, that's a good idea. We might do some of those like that. Okay. But this one we're going to do like she told us to do. Let's see. We're going to glue down here at the bottom. Now she said if you could drive your glue straight to use wet glue. But if you can't drive it straight, you might ought to use score tape. Well, you know I can't drive my glue straight, but we're going to use this anyway. And then she just put a little thin line right down the middle to make 2 separate pockets. You could probably leave that and just have the pockets adjoined, but we're going to do it like she told us to do. I'm not being so much of a rebel this time. Okay, and then I'm just going to press that in really well so that that'll stick. All right, so there we have it. That is it. Now, oops, I did forget something. I remember just as I glued that, I remembered she did round her corners on all 3 of these pieces. She rounded this one, and this one. I did not do that, so let's go ahead on the top and round that. Those are already glued. I'm not going to pull them up and round them. We will worry about that a little bit later. When we do another one, we'll see if we can get that right. Now on here, I want to put something across that. And as you can see, this is a very, very busy paper. So I want to put something across that that's not quite so busy. Sorry, I had my head turned. Hopefully you could hear me. I had my head turned because I was looking on my desk for some scraps. We could put that there. That would be cute. So we got the red check up here at the top. Why don't we just do that? And I think I'm going to tear it. So I'm going to make my marks a little bit wider than what it actually needs to be. I don't know if my ruler here is going to tear it or not. This is very thick cardstock. This is blue fern, so you know how thick blue fern paper is. Now, I do want to tell you guys while we're crafting along here, I know I had asked for some suggestions about different things different projects that you would like to see between last month and this month, and I was planning on getting a lot of those done, but this month is crazy for us. We've got tons of AJ orders. We have tons of E-Club kit orders, and then our our regular orders. So it's been just a little bit crazy. So I don't know that I'm going to get a lot of extra projects done. I will do as many as I can as far as extra is concerned, but I just don't know. So if I don't, please don't get upset with me. I'm doing the best I can do and still sleep an hour or 2. Okay, I'm going to let just a little bit of that green show around the edges. But there are tons. I know some people had asked, could I show some videos on doing items for craft fairs. There is a whole section of my videos that I have done over the years, and it is in a playlist, and it's called Craft Fair Projects. If you're interested in doing craft fairs, you can go and watch that, and you will find tons of projects there that I have done over the years. All types of projects, all sorts. I mean, even 3D projects, and you know, I actually did a whole Christmas village one year, and I don't know what all. I mean, you can find lots and lots on there on the playlist. So now, again, another thing I forgot to do is ink the different edges. So with this paper being so dark green, I'm not going to worry too much about it. But this is our first. This is our trial one, so we'll know what all we didn't do on next time, won't we? I'm just going to take my little tool and run down through there, and that'll put a little bit of ink on there. Okay, so that basically is our project. So we have a little pocket here, we have a pocket on this side, and then a pocket here and a pocket here. I think she said the pockets on the side need to be 2, or the little tags on the side need to be 2.5 by 2. So let's see what we can come up with. Just out of my scraps here. I'm not going to worry too much if I don't get them. So 2.5 by 2. Okay, we may put that there in a minute. I think I want to put this here. I think I want to make a tag out of this. Yeah, I want the deer up there. The Santa's reindeer. So we're just going to cut this down. We'll make our little side pieces in a minute. And I'll tell you about what size I have cut this. This is right at 3 3/4. Now I'm going to measure it, see if it's going to go in there, and of course it's not, so we're going to cut it down. Let's cut it to 3 1/2 maybe. Let's try 3 1/2 and see if that works. And if it does, then I'll be able to tell you what size to make your... Yes, 3 1/2 works great. So 3 1/2, and then I'm going to cut this one off right there. So 3 1/2 by, I'll tell you exactly what size the tags are. Okay. This is 3 1/2 by 3 1/2. Good size tag. And I do want to cut this into a tag shape. So we're just going to use our template and cut. So that will slide down in there. That will have our little reindeer showing. I love that. Then we need a little pull on the top of that, and I'm going to punch one since I don't have a lot of Christmas ones, so I'm just going to punch a pull out of some of this paper. What about that color? Now, I know someone's going to ask, especially if we have new people, and we have quite a few new ones lately. No, I don't know where you can get this punch, but we do have a digital file that I will try to remember to link below, but if I forget, all you have to do is go to our store, and that link is always below, and then go to our digitals, and it's the first file there. Phyllis made the file for us. You're welcome to purchase that and then download it, and you can either cut it out with your Cricut, your Silhouette, or just cut them out by hand, and it cuts similar to this. Okay, we're going to put that on there. Now I need to, whoops, I should have covered the back before I put my pull on there. See, I'm not perfect, but we're not going to worry about it. I'm just going to put a little piece here that will serve the purpose. All we need is a little bit of writing space, and I'm just going to use this. Okay, there we go, that'll work. And I'm just going to round the corners a little bit, hopefully. Well, I'll have to round them with my scissors. Thin copy paper doesn't round too well. So if you forget to put your backing on your tag like I did, until after you've already put that little top on, all you have to do is just make a little piece like that, just as long as it can be written on. That's all they need. And then put your tag right in there. Okay, so that is our top tag. In here, I think I might just put some little pieces of ephemera like Melina did. I liked that idea. And I don't have any cut right here, but let's just say this was the ephemera. We would just stick that down in there. And you know, we could stick that in there anyway if you're giving it to someone. These are just some little flag pieces that I made, and they've got a little eyelet at the top with a little bulb clip, and we could put that in there, and that'd be neat for a little gift, would it not? Now let's put us a word across here, maybe something else. Okay, I need to know if any of you have ever watched Midsummer Murders. Let me know in the comments below if you have ever watched that show. And it's a series. My husband and I are hung up on it right now. I love it. But, you know, that's my thing, though. I like mysteries and things like that, but it is very good. It is a British type, so I love that part about it too, because I love British movies. But we're having fun watching it. It's not anything gory. They don't show gory. It's just you know, solving the problem of who murdered who. And it always keeps you guessing right to the end. And now we're watching it on Roku, and I think it's, what is it? Acorn TV, but I think you can also get it on Netflix. You just have to watch the commercials unless you pay for it. But I know on Acorn it's free. It doesn't cost anything. It comes with your subscription. So we're enjoying it. Okay. That there, and then let's grab some labels and see what we've got. Got Jack Frost. We could put that there. Oh, let's do this one. Merry and Bright. We like series because you can, you know, it's not like you sit and watch it one time and it's gone. You can watch, you know, this has got lots of series in it, so, or lots of episodes in the series. So you can watch and watch and watch, and I like that part. I don't like something that ends real quick. Now, movies are okay. We do watch movies, but sometimes I just want something that lasts a little bit longer than a movie. And then the next night you can look forward to watching the next episode. Okay, Merry and Bright. Let's put that right there. Let's see if we want anything else on there. And we have some of these little tickets, and they're from Betty. Betty's Custom Designs on Etsy. Her link is always below because she is one of our designers. So I might try to use one of these. I don't know if it's going to look right or not, but we'll see. And if you use our store name, Scrapbooking with Me, then you get 15% off at Betty's store. Okay, that right there, and then that there maybe. I think I'm going to cut him down a little bit more. He needs to be a little bit smaller. Now you could mass make these and then just decorate them as you start to use them. You could do that. I just thought I would go ahead and decorate this one as I was going, and then the others I might just mass make and leave until I decide what journal I'm going to use them in. But you know I like to complete the projects that I'm working on. I don't like to leave something hanging. So, let's see. Let's put that over that way a little bit. There we go. Cute. Now let's make the little side pockets, or little side tags, I should say, not pockets. Oh, what are we going to make those out of? Does anybody know? What about this? That green, that would go. Now 2 by 2.5, I think she said. That's what size these need to be. So let's go 2 this way. And then 2.5. And I don't know if this one's 2.5. No, it's not. So we'll cut another one. 2. Uh, 2.5. Okay. And that is a guillotine cutter. For those who have asked, I love it for smaller things like this. Let's make sure that this one fits before we start doing our decorating on it. Yes, it's going to fit too. Now, let's see. I'm going to round my corners. And then I don't think I'm going to... Well, yeah, I'm going to put a little tab on it. I'm just going to put a small tab. We probably need to put a little paper on the back because you're not going to be able to write on the back of that if we don't. I don't know. You know, I think I'll leave them. I think you could write on that. Could you not? Okay. Let's do this. Let's tuck this in and see about how far. It's going to go that far. All right, let's put a little pull on there. And I'm going to go into my little pulls that I got from Katie. And I think we can use maybe one of those. Let's see. We can find one kind of like that, but I don't want green because my little tag is green. Let's see what we can find in here. Okay, let's use these. They're the redder ones. I think that will work. And Katie punched those for me and sent them to me. So thank you, Katie. And a lot of you have asked, and I have even asked her, why you don't have a YouTube channel or why you don't have an Etsy store, because, you know, she is very, very talented in lots of ways. And she sent me a message the other night, and she said she was a teacher for many, many, many years. She retired, and she told herself when she retired she wasn't going to commit to anything else. She was just going to do things that she wanted to do and things that made her happy, so that's what she's doing. And I totally agree with that. If I ever, ever, ever get to the point where I can retire, I want to do the same thing, just what makes me happy. Which I'll still be doing this because this makes me happy. But I understand completely. Getting bogged down with a Etsy store or something like that is not something you want to do. And believe it or not, Katie says that she is 72, I believe. I think that's what she told me. So, and I mean, that's hard for me to believe too, because she's so talented and so Johnny on the spot, and she puts all this together so easily looking. So, but that's what she told me. All right, so there are all of our pockets and all of our tags. That's cute. I like that. Okay, we're going to do one now using some lighter paper. And I think we'll grab this. This is not necessarily Christmas. I mean, we could decorate it up and use it for Christmas. But I wanted to do one using this and just see what it would look like. This is single-sided paper. It's not double-sided. But I think it'll still look good. And this is just a scrap that I had in my stash. And like I said, we may just do some mass making and not decorate each one like we did that one. We'll see. All right, 4 inches, 7 and 10. Was that it? I better look. 4, 7, and 10. Yes. Okay, then she says 4 folds up. I like anything that you can do and use up your scrapbook paper, because I know we all have a lot of that, and it's not easy to use in your journals because your journals, you know, don't need this thick of paper. So, okay, you do have your little spot here on the bottom, but this is what I'm going to do. Since I don't want to lose that, and I don't want to put anything over this, I'm going to do this. I'm going to cut this off just straight where I folded it. Well, as straight as I can. And then we're going to come back and put that little part right there. See, that's going to give me my pockets, but I'm not going to lose that bottom one. And I can still glue it here, here, and here. Okay, the first thing we need to do is what? We need to round the corners on everything. See, it hops over there. It didn't. And I have to use this upside down because I can't tell exactly where I am if I don't. Oh, I tell you what, let's get our big one, our chomper, because that might tear my little one up. I don't think it would, but I'm not going to take a chance. Okay, and then we need to round the top on this one. This paper is very thick. Oh yeah, there we go. Now let's go ahead and ink everything. I'll try to remember what Melina told us this time. Ink it, ink it, ink it. Okay. Then we can start gluing. Now I'm going to glue again, even though, you know, I don't get my glue exactly straight or right to the edge, but you could use score tape. The 1/8 inch score tape that we have, that would work great. I think that's what Melina used. I'm just going to use my art glitter glue. Alright, and then this one we're going to glue on the sides close as we can get, and on the bottom as close as we can get, and then down this side. We'll lay that one right to there, and nobody ever knows the difference unless you tell them that you pieced it. And if you don't have 12 by 12 paper, and Melina said this in her video, you can make these any size that you want. You don't have to worry about 12 by 12. Or you could do like this and just piece this bottom one. Just use your paper for the top two and then piece this one. You can also do that. So it's going to make basically the same thing. See, we've got that in there. Now on this one, I think I'm just going to glue right at the bottom and leave that open. And then I may just slide 2 tags in there. Hopefully it'll work. I don't know. See, I'm going rogue again. I always go a little bit rogue. I just think when I'm start putting somebody's challenges together, I just have all these ideas that pop in my head. And I want to do some of them. I don't know why. Okay. Cute. I love that. Now, I don't know that we're going to decorate all of these, but what I would do here is I would make a tag that's the length of this. Okay. That would slide down into there, and then I'd make another tag and slide right in behind it. I think you could. Look how you've got plenty of room in there. I don't think it would be a problem at all. Okay, so that's what we'll do to that. But I think on that, I'm just going to leave that like that, and then we'll make more, and then if we have time, we'll decorate, and if not, then we will just press on. All right, let's try a Christmas one out of this. This is going to be, I think it's going to be very pretty. It's going to be very thick, though. This is blue fern paper. I believe we might have, I'm not 100%, but if we still have some of this in stock, then I will put the link below. I'm not sure that we do. I can't see that particular part of the store right now. But if we do, I'll link it below. But it's absolutely gorgeous paper. All right, let's get our scoreboard. This is a Martha Stewart scoreboard. I got it many, many years ago. A lot of people ask what it is. You can, I think you can still find them on Amazon. I'll try to link it below if I can still find one like it. I love it. Used it forever and a day. I don't like the little score tool that's with it, so I use my own scoring tool, which these are the score tools that we have in the shop. There's 3 in a set. I think they're actually called embossing tools, but you can use them to score with. See how thick this paper is? I mean, this doesn't even want to fold. It's so thick. But once you got this put together, it would be there for good. And see, that doesn't matter on the bottom of that. Ooh, I like that. Okay. We're going to go ahead and round our corners. But yeah, mass making these and then putting them aside for different journals, and then you can decorate them up as you make your journals so that you know exactly what you want to put on them. That would be a great idea. Or, again, this would be good to put on, you know, on the outside of a present and just put to and from, and then you could slide a little note in there or a little gift card or whatever you would want. That'd be cute too. We might, let's see, we might do this one even a little different again. I know Melina just shakes her head when I tell her I did mine a little different. She says, I know, Mom. Just go for it. She just shakes her head. She knows how I am. She knows her mother very well. All right. Cute. All right, on this one, we are going to use some 1/8 inch score tape, if I can manage to get it out here. My little circle came out of my score tape, so it doesn't work exactly like it used to, but it still works, and I'm not going to trash it. Still score tape. Okay. Now we'll use our little tool. This is one of the other tools that comes in that set with the embossing tools, and it has the little pointer on the end of it that my husband has bent for me. I don't know if you can see mine. Let's see. No, I don't think you can see it, but he has bent the end of mine real good, but it still works. He uses them for everything. Look at that, how pretty. I love that. Then we'll do another piece on here. And we have the score tape in stock if you want to grab some of it if you don't have any score tape or have never used it. Now, I don't use any other brand other than the SWME, which is what this is. Just simply because the other ones, they don't stick well over time, on my experience. Now, I'm not saying, if anybody out there sells another type of double-sided tape, I'm not knocking yours. I'm just saying, in my experience and all the ones that I have tried, I've never had a good experience with them lasting. They come loose over time, and I don't like for things to come loose, so that's why I use this. All right, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my goodness. See, I don't know what I want to do with this one now. All right, I think right here I'm going to do a piece of paper. Maybe a, let's see. I'm looking, hold on. Maybe one of Triple V Vintage papers. And we'll put a piece of paper right here. And then that can be a journaling spot. And if you want some of these, go and check out Triple V Vintage. I'll try to remember to put Veronica's link below. I don't know how she does these papers, but they're absolutely gorgeous. I want all of them. I don't want you guys to have any. I want all of them. No, I'm kidding. I do buy quite a bit of it, but she's a sweetheart. Okay. Put it there, and then let's tear off this bottom part. And I'm going to fold that in half. Oh, I need to fold it the other way. See, this is actually the front side of that, and that's the back side. It looks the same, doesn't it? Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, let's do that. And I'm going to go ahead and round these corners so they'll fit in there. And, oh, we're doing the wrong side, Edith. Do this side. Let's ink this side up. And she uses a nice thick paper too. It's not a thin copy weight paper. It's a little bit heavier. so her papers turn out really, really pretty. There we go. We'll glue that right there. We'll have a little journaling spot in here. Oops. There we go. Okay. Alright, I'm going to tuck that in and then lift that bottom part back up as I fold this over. That will just make it fold easier without any lumps and bumps, since I didn't really give it time to dry. I would give it time to dry if I were you, but you know how impatient I am. There we go. So got that in there, and then to keep it closed, we can just use one of these little Tim Holtz paper clips. And you could even put a little charm or something on there if you wanted. Clip that on the side, and you could have just a little dangle there if you wanted to do that. Or you could clip it down here on the bottom, either way. I think it would probably stay closed without it if you, once you put it in your journal. But we're going to do that for now, and then you still have a place for a pocket here and a pocket here, so you still got places for your tags. Isn't that cute? I love that. Okay, let's do another. Oh, let's do one using this. Not Christmas again, but look how pretty that paper is. This is from a collection, and I'll tell you, I'll put it on the screen. I don't know right off the top of my head the name of it, but I don't know if we have any more of this either, but it is absolutely gorgeous. I always have to look them up because Melina puts all of these in now. Used to, when I put them in the store, I would remember what we had and what, you know, the names of everything was. But since I don't put all of that in now, I don't remember. Don't remember. Okay, 4, 7, and 10. Alright, fold up. Now this is another that I'm going to end up with a white on the bottom that I'll probably cut because I don't want that white to be my image there. Okay. And then this one, fold back up. A little bit off right here. Let's. Okay. So let's go ahead. I'm trying to see. Well, you know what? Let's don't, because that's just more of that writing. So let's just put something else right here and just leave it as is. We'll just put something else on there, decorate it up. See, this is what you basically start off with. That. Right. Yeah, this gives me all kinds of ideas. Now on this one, I think I'm going to do the glue, and I'm going to try to stay as close to the edge as possible. You know, the closeness to the edge is not the problem with me. The problem with me is I'm heavy-handed with my glue. So when I squish it down, it actually goes into the pocket and makes the pocket a little smaller. So just put a little bit of glue down through there. Okay. Open that up and give that a good squish. Right, that's cute. Okay, and then let's glue this one. All right, we have a pocket up here, a pocket here, and then a pocket in the side if we do that way, and I think we will. And I think I'll make this one a double pocket. So I'll go somewhat down the middle with my glue. That'll be close enough. Right. Now we need to decorate this. Okay, let's start off with some of this very, very old looking book page. We can always come back and add to. Well, no, we won't start off with that one because it's not actually wide enough. I need one that's a little bit wider. Let's go with this one and we'll just make it old. So I'm using Vintage Photo Distress ink, and I just do what I call rough inking when I want to make it look real old and vintagey. And I just let it fold where in the creases where it wants to fold, and put my ink down on there. And you might have a big fold here that's nice and creased, and you put a good bit of ink down through there like that. That makes it look a little bit older. So put that there. Now my butterflies actually got cut off a little bit up there, so we may come back with some butterflies or something on here. Let's see what we have. I'm going to look in my Thankful, Grateful, Blessed. This is our pouches. And the link for all of our merch is down below. And see what we have in here. These are the Tim Holtz pieces of ephemera that I thought we might be able to use something out of here like that. Then I think I'm going to put another butterfly down here. That will kind of, you know, since those are a little bit hidden, just put another butterfly down here. Kind of bring your attention to that one. Let's see. That goes well with the flowers. These are some that Katie cut out for me. They're teeny tiny and I love them. Let's see if I have another one that's kind of the color of that. I want to enhance those instead of taking away from them, so I'm going to have to see if I have another color. Okay, I am thinking this one. I really wanted to find one a little bit darker, but I really don't have it in my stash. So I have some that I could cut out that would be a little bit darker, but thought I'd just use this one. Now this is a sticker, so I'm going to cut around it and take that white off, and then we'll put him down. Right, let's go ahead and ink around our Tim Holtz piece. And this is from the Tim Holtz Botanicals. We have those in the store as well. Someone said they didn't realize that we had a store. Where was it? Well, if you look below the video, it's always linked there. Scrapbooking with me. Right, and then you know what I'm going to put on the butterfly. Some of our bling, and this also we have in the store. What we have in the store is a little bit bigger than this, not much, but it's a little bit bigger. It's the size that I normally use. This is some that one of you guys sent me, and I have been using it because it's loose. So, but there is that one. We can put a label up here somewhere. Let's just put one of Nancy's Fancy's labels on here. And this is Nancy's Fancy's Beads on Etsy. That's who that is. I'm going to put that there. Put these back in here. Alright, so I think that one is finished other than the little cards that we'll put in there. Okay, I think that is all that we're going to do. I'll come back and decorate these later on. I probably won't decorate them today. In the photos, you may not see them decorated, but I'll come back and put decorations on the front, and then I'll also put some tags in each one. But that's it, guys. That is how easy they are, and I'm just going to mass make a bunch of them and keep them in my stash, and then that way we'll have them ready for our journals. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Bye-bye.